everyone, it's Anna here. Today, we're drawing something super funny. What happens when the Powerpuff Girls meet Ghostface?
That's right, they caught him!
Welcome back to our Halloween drawing time. Let's get started and see how this turns out. First, we'll start with Ghostface. Let's draw his eyes. Two big, dark ovals that look like he's always surprised. He's like, wait, what's happening to me? Now let's draw that little nose hole right in the center. Okay, now for the mouth. Wide open like he's screaming, "Oh!" Poor Ghostface. He doesn't look scary today, he just looks shocked. Add his hood now, big and round, hanging over his head. And now, let's make him cry. Draw a few little tears running down his mask. Looks like the big bad Ghostface is having a bad day. Now let's draw the ropes. He's all tied up tight, just like a Halloween burrito. 1 loop, 2 loops, 3 loops around him. The Powerpuff Girls made sure he's not going anywhere. Now we finish his body. Draw his arms stuck at his sides and his legs sitting down. Aw, he looks more confused than scary. All right, Ghostface is done, or should I say, caught. Now let's draw our heroes. And Bubbles. Our sweet little Bubbles is right next to Ghostface. Draw her round, bright eyes and her happy little mouth. Now add her 2 pigtails and tiny body. Make sure one of her hands is holding the rope. She's helping keep Ghostface in place. Now it's Buttercup's turn. She's the tough one, but look, she's smiling. Draw her big eyes, that little smirk, and her short hair with the curve. She looks ready to jump back into action. Buttercup's like, "We did it! High five!" Let's start with Blossom. Draw her big, sparkly eyes. She's proud of her work. Add her cute little smile. Now draw her long, bunny ear-shaped pigtails. She looks like she's saying, "Good job, girls." Next, her arms and her dress. Don't forget those stripes. 1 hand on her hip because she's feeling super confident. There, our funny Halloween scene is complete. Ghostface doesn't stand a chance against these girls. Now, are you ready for the fun part? Let's grab our colors and start coloring. While we color, let's talk about some fun facts about Ghostface.
Quick question. If Ghostface called you right now, would you answer? Or would you throw your phone across the room? Let's be honest, most of us would just text back, "New phone, who dis?" All right, let's jump into the first fun fact. Fun fact number 1. Ghostface isn't one person. Nope, every Scream movie has a different killer behind that mask. Sometimes it's a classmate, sometimes a family member, sometimes 2 killers. That's what makes it so unpredictable. Unlike Freddy or Jason, Ghostface could be anyone. Your best friend, your ex, or the quiet neighbor who keeps borrowing your Wi-Fi. Fun fact number 2. The mask wasn't originally designed for Scream. It was actually a cheap Halloween mask made by a company called Fun World. The production team found it while scouting for filming locations, just lying in a random box. When the director saw it, he said, "That's it, that's our killer." Imagine being that lucky. 1 random mask became a global horror symbol. You ever think something you find at a dollar store could make you famous? Yeah, that's basically what happened here. Fun fact number 3. The design of the mask was inspired by the famous painting The Scream by Edward Munch. That's why the face looks so twisted and emotional. It captures pure fear. It's art meeting horror, and it totally worked. Every time you see Ghostface, you're actually looking at a piece of art history with a knife. Fun fact number 4.
Ghostface's voice is one of the most chilling parts, and it's all thanks to actor Roger L. Jackson. He never met the cast during filming. Instead, he called them on the phone for real while they acted, so their fear was 100% genuine. Can you imagine filming and hearing that real voice whisper, "What's your favorite scary movie?" I'd quit acting on the spot. Speaking of phones, in 2025, Ghostface would totally have to FaceTime his victims. Can you picture that? "Hi, can you hear me? You're about to die." The Wi-Fi Horror Edition. Fun fact number 5. Scream revived horror movies in the 90s. Before it came out, slasher films were fading. Then Scream hit theaters in 1996, clever, funny, self-aware, and suddenly horror was cool again. It made fun of the genre's cliches while still scaring everyone. That balance of humor and fear, pure genius. Fun fact number 6. The story of Scream was inspired by a real event, the Gainesville Ripper case in 1990. Writer Kevin Williamson read about it and got the idea of a masked killer hunting teenagers. Creepy, right? But instead of making a depressing movie, he turned it into a sharp, funny, and terrifying story that became a cult classic. Turning real fear into smart entertainment, that's talent. Okay, but real talk. Would you ever survive in a horror movie? Because personally, I'd be gone by minute 5. Fun fact number 7. That black costume Ghostface wears, it's officially called the Father Death Robe. It was chosen to make him look like a floating shadow, faceless and emotionless. It's so simple but so effective that people still wear it every Halloween. Seriously, go outside in October, you'll see like 3 Ghostfaces before you hit the corner. Ghostface has been everywhere, not just in movies. He's appeared in Call of Duty, TV shows, memes, and even music videos. Rappers, TikTokers, and gamers all reference him. He's become a crossover icon, part scary movie, part pop culture legend. Who knew a horror villain would trend on TikTok someday? If Ghostface joined social media, what would his first post be? New drip, same knife. Yeah, sounds about right. Fun fact number 9. Here's something interesting. Ghostface is always a little clumsy. He slips, trips, crashes into stuff, and that's on purpose. The creators wanted him to feel human, not superpowered like other killers. It's what makes him more realistic, and in some ways, more terrifying. He could be anyone, making real mistakes right before things get bloody. And finally, Ghostface isn't supernatural. No ghosts, no magic, no monsters. Just real people with dark motives. That's what keeps Scream so scary, because the true horror isn't ghosts, it's people. That's what makes you look twice at your friends during movie night, right? So tell me, which of these fun facts surprised you the most? Or better yet, what's your favorite scary movie? Drop it in the comments. Let's see who's brave enough to watch one tonight. And that's a wrap. 10 creepy, cool, and totally fascinating facts about Ghostface. We went from cheap Halloween masks to real-life inspiration and somehow ended up in video games and TikTok fame. Not bad for a guy who just wanted to make a phone call. By the way, this drawing turned out incredible, right? I mean, the shading, the mask, that's some killer artwork. Thanks for hanging out and learning with me today. Hit that like button, subscribe for more art and stories, and remember, if your phone rings tonight, maybe just don't answer. See you next time.